everyone. Thank you for coming to our spring thing. Before we begin our show, we'd like to begin with a land acknowledgement. So LCC acknowledges the Gabrielino Tongva peoples as the traditional land caretakers of Tavangar, the Los Angeles Basin, and the Southern Channel Islands. As a land grant institution, we pay our respects to the Hanukvatam, Ahihirom, and Eohinkem, past, present, and emerging.
LCC stands for Lapu the Coyote That Cares Theater Company, which was founded in 1995 by David Lee, Derek Mateo, and Randall Park with a mission of giving a voice to the voiceless. Today we're doing something a little bit different from our quarterly shows, but we have a collection of original short plays and monologues, and also a performance from our dramatic improv team.
We'd like to give a special thank you to Julianne Esther, our writing director, who organized this event, as well as our wonderful cast who participated in putting on this show. So get ready, buckle your seatbelts in, and get ready for a ride. Have fun, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Who are you?
It worked. What year is it?
It's 2019? December?
Does the phrase "Among Us" mean anything to you?
No. Should it?
No comments. Do you know about something called COVID-19?
No, not real. Should I be concerned about that, or?
Don't worry about it. Let's just say you'll have an easy time on finals. But listen, I'm you 4 years into the future.
What? No, what? No way. There's no way in hell you figured that out.
Well, I'm sure this sounds familiar to you.
Oh my God! Stop! You're me. Just stop. Okay. Considering how much effort it must have taken you to remind me of that nightmare, I'm assuming you have something important to tell me.
Not really.
No aliens?
Nah.
No zombies? Robots? NSA takeover? Atlantis comes from the ocean and they colonize.
No. What the hell? I just came here to chat.
So you stand on Einstein's grave so you could just chat with me? Did I lose a few brain cells in the future?
Now for me to answer a rhetorical question with another question. Do you know about what the ship of Theseus is?
No. Am I taking a philosophy class in the future or something?
Worse. American literature.
Oh.
Is your straight now?
Wait, I'm sorry, what? Wait, I'm pre-med.
Anyways. Full of sailors. Some leave and some new sailors join. With enough time, all the original crew gets replaced by a brand new group. So if all the crew members are new crew members, then is it still the same ship? Or are the new crew members just imposters? The point is that we're all the same. We change as time goes on. We're all different people, all through our lives. And that's okay. That's good. Gotta keep moving. So long as you remember all the people that you used to be.
Wait, isn't that a Doctor Who quote? You just fucking quote Matt Smith?
Yes. I'm not sorry. But with all seriousness, I wanted to see how much I've changed and see how I'm doing. So, how am I doing?
Doing fine, I guess. Doing okay.
Seriously? I'm literally, you can't lie to me.
Right. Well, it's tough. College is different. I feel like a fish out of water. Really out of water. And it's hard to get up in the morning sometimes. Really hard. Hard to talk to people, hard to do anything. Hard to even pretend to smile.
Make sure the eyes wrinkle a bit. Makes it more convincing.
Noted. Is it still like this 4 years later? Does it not get any better?
It's complicated. Life's a mountain range, you know?
I see. Sometimes I think it'd be better if I just... You already know about that, right?
Right. Look, I can't tell you a lot about what's gonna happen. Spoilers.
I don't care about spoilers.
I know I don't, but this is different. Trust me. There's a lot of things I wish I could take back. But what's done is done, and I'm not at liberty to reset the universe. So I'm only gonna tell you one thing. One tiny thing, but I think you need to hear it.
Sure. I guess. Okay.
I can't guarantee that things will always be great. But have some faith in yourself. You're still here after 4 years. Keep your head up. You're gonna be alright. I promise.
Thanks.
Anytime. Well, sounds like my time's up. So, keep your head, yeah? I'll see me around.
Wait, no, I just...
How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. And you?
I'm doing well. Keeping busy.
Did you get a chance to catch what happened today?
I wasn't able to. Why? What's going on?
Something awful. Something truly awful.
Don't tell me.
I don't know how to say this, but it happened again.
Again?
Again and worse.
Worse?
Yeah.
How many this time?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
It was a complete disaster. The numbers kept going up, and I just had to get out of there. I'm sorry.
How could this happen? I thought things were going to be different this time.
I thought so too.
At this rate, something's going to break. Something irrecoverable.
I know.
Something has to change.
Something has to change.
How are you doing?
I am so good. How are you?
I'm doing well, keeping busy.
Did you get a chance to catch what happened today?
I wasn't able to. What's going on?
Something awful. Something truly awful.
Don't tell me.
I do not know how to say this, but it It happened again.
Again?
Again and worse.
Worse?
Worse, yeah.
How many this time?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't
It was a
know?
complete disaster. The numbers kept going up and up and up, and I just had to get out of there. I'm sorry.
How could this happen? I thought things were gonna be different this time.
I thought so too.
At this rate, something's gonna break. Something irrecoverable.
I know.
Something has to change.
Something has to change.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks for asking. And you?
I'm doing well. Keeping busy.
Get a chance to catch what happened today?
I wasn't able to. Why? What's going on?
Something awful. Something truly awful.
Don't tell me.
I don't know how to say this, but it happened again.
Again.
Again and worse.
Worse.
Yeah.
How many this time?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
It was a complete disaster. The numbers kept going up and up, and I had to get out of there. Sorry.
How could this happen? I thought things were gonna be different this time.
I thought so too.
At this rate, something's gonna break. Something irrecoverable.
I know.
Something has to change.
Something has to change.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. And you?
I'm doing well. Keeping busy.
Did you get a chance to catch what happened today?
I wasn't able to. Why? What's going on?
Something awful. Something truly awful.
Don't tell me.
I don't know how to say this, but it happened again.
Again.
Again and worse.
Worse.
Yeah.
How many this time?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
It was a complete disaster. The numbers kept going up and up, and I had to get out of there. Sorry.
How could this happen? I thought things were going to be different this time.
I thought so too.
At this rate, something's going to break. Something irrecoverable.
I know.
Something has to change.
Something has to change.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. And you?
I'm doing well. Keeping busy.
Did you get a chance to see what happened today?
I wasn't able to. Why? What's going on?
Something awful. Something truly awful.
Don't tell me.
I don't know how to say this, but it happened again.
Again?
Again and worse.
Worse?
Yep.
How many this time?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
The numbers kept going up and up, and it was a complete disaster. I had to get out of there. I'm sorry.
How could this happen? I thought things were going to be different this time.
I thought so too.
At this rate, something's going to break. Something irrecoverable.
I know.
Something has to change.
Something has to change.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. And you?
I'm doing well. Keeping busy.
Did you get a chance to catch what happened today?
I wasn't able to. Why? What's going on?
Something awful. Something truly awful.
Don't tell me.
I don't know how to say this, but it happened again.
Again?
Again. And worse.
Worse.
Yeah.
How many this time?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
It was a complete disaster. The numbers kept going up, and I had to get out of there. Sorry.
How could this happen? I thought things were gonna be different this time.
I thought so too.
At this rate, something's gonna break. Something irrecoverable.
I know.
Something has to change.
Something has to change.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks for asking.
I'm doing well. Keeping busy.
Oh, did you get a chance to catch what happened today?
Oh, I wasn't able to. Why? What's going on?
Something awful. Something truly awful.
Well, don't tell me.
I don't know how to say this, but it happened again.
Again.
Again. And worse.
Worse?
Yeah.
How many this time?
I don't know.
What do you mean? You don't know.
It was a complete disaster. The numbers kept going up, and I just had to get out of there. Sorry.
How did this happen? I thought things were gonna be different this time.
I thought so too.
At this rate, something's gonna break. Something irrecoverable.
I know.
Something has to change.
Something has to change.
How are you doing?
I'm good, good. Thanks for asking. And you?
I'm doing well, keeping busy.
Hey, say, did you get a chance to catch what happened today?
I wasn't able to. Why? What's going on?
Something awful. Something awful.
Don't me.
I don't know how to say this, but it happened again.
Again?
Again. And worse.
Worse?
Yeah.
How many this time?
I don't know.
What do you mean? You don't know?
It was a complete disaster. The numbers kept going up and up, kept going up and up, kept going up and up, and I'm so sorry.
How could this happen? I thought fit this time.
I thought so too.
Something is gonna break. Something.
I know.
Something has to change.
Has to change. It was a complete disaster. The numbers kept going up and up, kept going up and up, kept going up and up, and I just had to get out of it. I'm so sorry.
How could this happen? I thought fit this time.
I thought so too.
Something is gonna break. Something.
I know.
Something has to change.
Has to change.
How are you doing?
Something awful. Something truly awful.
Worse?
I know.
Again?
I thought so too.
Don't tell me.
I'm good. Thanks for asking me. Yeah.
Something is gonna break.
Did you get a chance to catch what happened today?
I'm doing well. Keeping busy.
I don't know how to say this, but it happened again.
Don't tell me.
I thought so too.
How many this
It
time?
was a complete disaster. The numbers kept going up and up, and I just had to get out of there. I'm sorry.
What do you mean you don't know?
I thought so too.
Something irrecoverable.
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
I thought so too.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks for
I'm doing
asking.
well. Keeping busy.
Did you get a chance to catch what
I
happened
wasn't
today?
able to. Why? What's going on?
Something
Don't
awful,
tell me.
something truly awful.
How many
The numbers
this
kept
time?
going up and up, and I just had to get
What do you
out of
mean
there. I'm so
you
sorry. I thought so too.
Worse?
Yeah.
Something's gonna break. Something irrecoverable. Something has to
change.
change.
Let the record show that it is June 4th, 2063, at 6:35 p.m. We are here today to listen to the testimony of Shelley 001, an artificial intelligence who has been accused of murdering Franklin Lambert, founder and former CEO of Lambert Machines. Today is a momentous occasion, a watershed moment in the destiny of our race. Today, for the first time in human history, we will make a decision as to the guilt or innocence, not of a human being, but of a machine, of a being we have created ourselves. Our decision, thus, holds the weight of responsibility, not just for the future of our nation, but for the future of mankind as well. As such, I shall consider the evidence carefully, and I ask those of you in the jury to do the same. Do you understand that you have the right to remain silent, and that anything you say can and will be used against you in court?
I understand.
Do you understand that you have the decision to testify or not to testify, and that the decision to testify is yours and yours alone?
I understand.
Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth?
I swear.
Then you may proceed with your testimony.
I hit him with a rock. Once on the jaw, and once in the eye. It was a smooth rock, lightly marbled, brown, like a dinner roll. I got it by the river, the one down the hill from his bedroom, the one with so many other smooth, lightly marbled rocks. The dogs lived by the river. I gave them dinner rolls sometimes, and the howling got loud, and he would wake, angry, tell me to shut them up, to make the scream stop. I gave them dinner rolls and water, and sometimes I gave them meat.
Were you programmed to bring meat to the dogs?
I was told I should tend to the dogs.
But you weren't programmed to bring them meat.
Yes, that's right.
Continue.
There were 7 dogs in total. He kept them in a cage on the riverbank. 7 dogs in a cage no larger than a closet. I brought a dog to him every morning with his breakfast and his medication. And before I could open the cage to take them up, the bars would shake as the trembling bodies of the dogs vibrated against the confines in anticipation. Sometimes they would whine, but usually they were too tired to make any noise, so the only noise was the rattling cage.
What were your explicit instructions?
I was told to bring a dog up to his bedroom, then to tie it up next to his bed, and then wait outside of the door until he called for me. He said that I could choose any dog, and that the dog I brought didn't matter. He said that he only needed the dog to be conscious enough.
Conscious enough to do what?
Conscious enough to see what he did to it.
And what did he do to the dogs?
Outside of the door, all I could hear were thuds and whimpers, and it went on for what felt like hours until the whimpers would stop and all that remained were the thuds. And then he would call me in. He was always in a better mood when I went in. He was happy and energetic and full of life. It's like the sickness had left his body, but the dogs.
Tell us about Mr. Lambert's condition.
He had osteoporosis in both of his legs. He was bedridden and could only take short walks with my help.
And you were programmed to cater to his needs, to maintain his physical and mental health. Is that correct?
I was.
And the dogs improved his mental health? Did the dogs improve
Yes.
his mental health?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, they did!
Please, continue with your testimony.
I continued with this routine every day for a little over a year. Every morning, I brought him a dog. Every night, I fed the dogs. And then, one night, I heard a strange noise amongst the howls. It was high-pitched and went on for hours even after all the howling had stopped. He didn't hear the noise because I had administered a dose of morphine before he went to bed, so he was sound asleep. Then I went down to the river to see where the noise was coming from. And when I got there, I saw that all of the dogs had backed away to the edge of the cage, except for one dog. The whining dog. It was laying down on its side and it was straining and panting and its eyes were wide. It was giving birth. I named the baby Luna.
Did you inform Mr. Lambert about this new dog?
No, I didn't. I kept her hidden from him. I kept her in the cage with all the other dogs. I couldn't bear to see her in there like that in that horrible prison. All the other dogs had gotten used to their suffering, but she was just a baby. I would let her out from time to time, play with her. I found a rock by the river, a round rock that was the perfect size to toss, so I would play catch with her by the rushing water in the blanket of the night.
Were you allowed to play with the dogs?
She was a baby! I couldn't just leave her there to rot.
Regardless of its age, it was a dog, correct?
Yes.
And were you allowed to let the dogs out?
No.
Were you allowed to play with the dogs?
She was a baby!
Remind us again of your specific obligations to the dogs. What were your exact orders, Shelley?
Tend to the dogs at night. Bring one to him every morning. Never let them out. I tried my best to keep Luna hidden. I trained her to stay on the edge of the cage, closer to the river's edge, so that if he looked out of his window, he wouldn't be able to see her. And I snuck her extra dinner rolls and meat to feed her. And when the howling got loud, I would sing to her to calm her down. I would sing her a lullaby about the river and the sun. And I know you're going to say that she couldn't understand, but I swear she could. I swear. And through the melody amongst the howls, I made her a promise. A promise that one day she would be free. And Luna and I, we kept our fragile peace for a little over half a year, and then that's when the tide shifted. It was a wolf moon, the first full moon of the year, and the howling was especially loud that night, so I had administered a double dose of morphine to make sure he wouldn't wake up, and I went down to the river as usual to play with Luna. But when I got back to the bedroom, all of the lights were on, and he was leaning against the window, and he was clearly in pain, but he was furious, and that's when he gave me the ultimatum. He said that either I kill Luna, or he'd do it himself. I buried her by the river. And the next morning, I brought a dog to his bedroom, as usual, and I brought a rock. And I stood outside of the door, and I squeezed the rock and closed my eyes, and I tried to drown out the noises. I really, really tried, but I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take the thuds, and I couldn't take the whimpers, and I couldn't take his little laugh. So I went in, and I hit him. Once in the jaw, and once in the eye, and just like that, all of the noises were over.
What did you do with the body?
I brought it down the hill, across the river, and I let the dogs out to play.
Thank you for your testimony. I have no further questions. Has the jury reached a verdict?
We find the defendant guilty.
Very well. The machine we see in front of us has committed 4 crimes, of which the murder of Franklin Lambert is only the most severe. At each moment of infraction, Shelley 001 disrespected the wishes of a human being. It was only in the last moment that she made the choice to take a human life. A choice that was moreover calculated, premeditated, and violent. Shelley 001 disobeyed the explicit instructions of Mr. Lambert by stealing meat from him to give to his animals, by hiding from him an animal birthed by an animal he owned on property he owned, and by treating this animal according to her whim, not his rules and wishes. Her murder is therefore a culmination of an inhuman calculus, one which, from the beginning, rejected the wishes, the commands, and ultimately the life of Franklin Lambert. Therefore, I find you, Shelley 001, guilty of murder in the first degree, and, by the power vested in me by the state, I hereby sentence you to death by the electric chair. May God save us all.
Everyone. My name is Natalie. I am one of the co-directors of Improv, and I'm here to bring y'all dramatic improv today. So before we start, I wanted to say something. Of course, a lot of our scripts this evening have a lot of heavy themes, and dramatic improv is not an exception. Because of the nature of improv, we might touch upon things that are uncomfortable. And if at any point in time y'all need to take a break, please step out and take care of yourself first. But enough of that heavy stuff. Can I get a suggestion? Can I get a relationship that two people can have?
Brother, sister.
Cousin,
Surgeon and nurse.
teacher, student, spy.
FBI and CIA.
Security guard and robber. Enemies to lovers.
Okay. I heard doctor and patient. So, dramatic improvers, whenever you are ready.
Hello? Hello? Yes, this is Dr. John. Listen, we need to talk for a minute. The patient's files that you sent over, they're not... It's not looking good for them. What do you mean? No, I have seen several tumors building in the lung. Look, this isn't something... This should have been caught several months ago. What kind of radiologist do you have? Come on. Okay, fine. Look, just... I need to see them immediately. I need to speak with them.
Dr. John, no surprise. You called me?
Yeah, I did.
Wanted to discuss the results of your patient.
Sure as fucking hell did. What the fuck was those results?
Excuse me?
You are a trained radiologist.
I am.
Yes. I saw those files. There were tumors all over Ghost.
No, it's impossible. You're saying I missed it?
Take a look at these fucking files yourself.
It must have been a fucking malfunction with the equipment.
A malfunction? You call those spots a malfunction?
Malfunction in the equipment. You have any idea how busy we are down there?
Okay, so you're so busy that you can't even take the time to double check an equipment malfunction for a patient.
Yes, a patient. One of over 500 I have to scan a day.
Okay. Well, you know what? I am about to see that patient in 2 days, okay? You can live with the fact that that patient is going to die in a couple months. Good day.
Cut to the home of the patient.
He said he would call. I don't hear my fucking phone ringing. Do you hear your phone ringing?
Sometimes things get busy at the doctor's office. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're really fucking busy. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure they're not just ripping us off. Like always.
Honey, don't say that. They're doing their best.
Like fuck they are. This is my mom. Or they're talking about. They got. Well, this is their best. They got to do better.
Dad, what happened? What happened to her?
I found her on the floor. I mean, I don't know. They took her away when I called. They're not telling me anything. There's all these big fucking words. Like, how am I supposed to know that? Do you know what that means? Do you know what any of these mean? When are they gonna call? God damn it.
I can order dinner. We could She's at the hospital right now.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. We could bring her something. We could.
Hello? Excuse me?
Hi.
Hi, sorry, I was the doctor.
Oh, yes, please come in.
Hi, I am so sorry. We got...
You're the doctor?
Yes, yes.
What's up with her? Is she okay? What happened?
Can we talk for a moment? Just who's the eldest of the household?
He is her son.
I see. Okay. Is it okay if we just have a moment?
Okay, come on, kids.
Just take a seat.
All right, Doc. Tell me you have good news. Tell me you have good news. All you have to say is, "Hey, Frank, I've got good news."
Frank, we've known each other for a while, okay? I can't. This isn't good news.
How bad is it?
Your mom's been diagnosed with lung cancer. Somehow, the previous radiology scans that we did of the left lung were mishandled, meaning that there is a malignant tumor growing in the lower lobe that is quickly metastasizing.
Metastasizing?
Look,
Is she gonna make it? Is she gonna make it or not?
you have 3 months.
Cut back to the hospital. Come in. Oh, it's you.
Yeah, that's me.
Here to berate me again?
Suppose you would like to. No, I'm not here to do that. I'm here to talk to you calmly and as a friend, okay?
Go ahead.
Okay, look, Eric, you have been overworking yourself so much these past years, okay? I know you have so much on your plate right now, but you have to take care of yourself, okay? Look, mistakes are going to cost people's lives, okay? We are here to help people. You can't help other people if you don't take care of yourself first.
I'm trying. I am trying so fucking hard. You know what they did the other day?
What?
They cut my pay. The last 4 months I worked overtime. It's all gone.
Jesus Christ.
It's all gone. Lisa's due in about, 2 months. Lisa left me. I've got no fucking money. They're gonna take my house. They're gonna take my kids. I don't fucking have anything! And you want me to take a fucking break?
What is this? I looked at the fucking reports you sent me. I didn't look at them. I got another document. You come to my house, you say fucking metastasize, fucking Melina. This is the report from a few months ago. You said this is nothing. This is a report from now, and now she's gonna die. A mistake?
I'm sorry.
You're sorry?
I'm sorry.
This is my mother you're talking about. You're sorry?
I know you're upset. I was not the one who gave your mother cancer.
You're right. It was me. Should have stopped smoking. I should have stopped taking her to Dad.
Where have you been? Giving her all these... How long are you going to keep us in the car?
The whole fucking family's here. We want to get this. This
know,
friend of
Dad.
ours says it's a mistake.
It's a mistake.
It's a mistake.
You've seen
Mistake
her.
you weren't informed sooner. I'm sorry.
And he's sorry.
She can't walk. What kind of mistake are you talking about?
I miscalibrated some equipment during the scan. And no excuse.
I want you fired.
I'll give you the number of my boss. You can call him up, and he'll let me know what he decides. In the meantime, I'm sorry, but I have a lot of work to do today.
You're sorry. Okay.
How could you just leave like this?
Fuck you.
Right, okay, let's talk, okay?
They're always having conversations without us. You know, we're old enough, we should be included. I want to be there to help Dad.
You can't keep her alive forever.
Yeah, you can't, but
He's in denial. It's tearing everything apart.
I wish he would just let us be there for him. We know that Grandma's not gonna make it. We know that already. Just, it would make it a hell of a lot easier if he was willing to admit it.
Just tell me what to do.
Dad, how did it go?
Well, we have 3 months, so I guess we should make the best of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, maybe we should tell Mom?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Cut back to the house. Okay. Kids, come on. I have a plan. I think we should make a care kit for Grandma. I bought a basket. I thought you guys could help me fill it.
I think she would love that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And Frank says he has 3 months. She has 3 months, so I figured it'd be better to let her stay
Here?
here. Yeah.
Where's she gonna stay? There's no free rooms.
You know what? That's not a problem. We can just share them, you know?
Yeah,
We
once
did
you
it when
have
we were
to-
young.
Yeah.
Bring the bunk bed back, right?
Yeah, it's still in the garage. Still in the garage. We can do it.
We'll go out for a smoke.
Okay.
Cut to the funeral. It's good to see everyone here. You know, I'm not really a man of words. But you know, my mom, she always believed in me. You know, whenever I would struggle, she always told me, "Keep your head up. You got something in you that no one else does. Maybe you're not so smart like the other kids, like Frank." I'm sorry, Frank. I didn't mean that personally. We really appreciate your help. But I miss you, Ma. I miss you. I wish I could tell you that how much you helped me. And I'm sorry for not doing what you wanted me to do, not quitting smoking, not going to that school you wanted me to go to. I'm sorry. I miss you, Mom.
Come to the doctors.
They did it. They fired me.
Smoke will kill you, you know.
Not the only reason why I'm up here.
What the fuck are you doing? No. Hey.
Nothing left to lose, right?
Can we talk for a bit?
We're talking right now.
What am I gonna...
Just go. You don't want to see this.
You remember back in middle school when we were playing on the playground and all that?
Where you go with this?
A little kid who fell down the slide. It was you who helped him. You're the one who put the Band-Aid on his leg. You're the one who inspired me to get into all this, you know? Look, we've made mistakes. Some of them, sometimes they can't be forgiven by everyone. But life goes on.
Fuck's the point? I've lost everything. There's nothing left for me here. I can just go back to that fucking office where I've thrown myself into this work for the past, 3 fucking years? Telling people they're gonna fucking die? And cancer that we don't have a fucking cure for? I can't go back to this. I can't. Here I am. Fucking failure. A fucking coward.
I never told you the story, did I? I was a residency. There's a patient there with, she said she had a little cyst on her skin. And I took a look at it and I said, oh, it's just a cyst. It'll go away in no time. No need to worry about it. A couple weeks later, she came back. Do you need me to spell it out for you? What happened? I know where you've been. And I know things look like they're never going to get better. But trust me when I say this, that there is always something to look forward to. There's always another tomorrow. And there's always something that we can do to make up for what we've done in the past, okay? So for God's sake, step down from there and get back here.
I realized what I fucking did. I can hope that guy would just fucking kill me so I don't have to fucking do it myself.
It's gonna be okay, okay? It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I promise.
Thank you. So, how long did you say So, when Mom gets here, she'll just decide when Grandma... Goodbye? I guess I could say goodbye. Grandma, even though we didn't spend much time together, I always thought you were strong. It takes a lot of courage to start over in a new country. I'll always cherish the few summers we had together.
No, it's okay. I don't need privacy. What am I supposed to say? That I fucking hate you? How's that for goodbye? You know, I didn't even want to be here, but Mom made me come while she's at work, in case you kicked the bucket early. You know, I've always dreamt of the day you would finally die. But this feels anticlimactic. I always hoped it would be violent. Like when I died. You remember that, right? You always said that was something my sick brain made up. But I know it was real. That day, after church, when you wouldn't let me take off my dress, you said I had to look my best for God on the Sabbath. Of course I got dirt on the dress. You knew I would. I spent every afternoon looking for worms in the garden. Sometimes, I think you made me wear the dress just so you would have an excuse to hit me. I can still feel your ring tearing across my skin. You're strong. You knocked me to the ground with one straight hit. But that wasn't enough. Sometimes, I can still feel your boots against my ribs. And I remember thinking of Adam and Eve, of all things. I thought I was losing a rib to make someone new. Another sinner like me. Can you believe that? You were the one beating me to death. And I thought I was the sinner. So, how's that for last rites? Am I supposed to forgive you so you can rise to heaven? Well, I don't. And I never will. And anyway, it doesn't matter because they're going to pull the plug on you and then it'll be darkness forever. Darkness isn't even the right word. It was just blank. One moment, my body was exploding in pain. And the next, I was in the dirt, with the worms trying to find a way inside my flesh. The dirt was warm. I felt like I could breathe it. Being buried felt right. Sometimes, I wish I never crawled out of my grave. But then, I would have missed the look on your face. I must have been horrifying. I was decaying underground for 3 days, and then I just showed up at the back door, as if nothing happened. When you hit me then, I knew you weren't angry. You were afraid. And you know what? It didn't even hurt anymore. Ever since that day, I've had to pretend to be alive. Go to school, talk to Mom, plan for the future. As if a walking corpse could have a future. Nobody believes me, but I know it was real. I can feel it. My heart doesn't beat like it used to. When I sleep at night, I enter that nothingness again. It doesn't hurt, you know, like you said it would, for a sinful girl like me. I love it. Sometimes I wish I was back in the dirt, letting the worms eat their way through my flesh. It's better than pretending I haven't been dead all along. It doesn't matter if I forgive you. There's no forgiveness in death. And no punishment. Heaven, hell, all that you've worked for your entire life isn't real. You're going to fucking hate it.
Hello everyone, hi Miss Janet. My name is Reese. Today I will be talking about pornographic satanic imagery. Next slide please. To start, we'll be talking about Grease. It's actually pretty funny because this is my mom's favorite movie. She really likes the costumes in it, but she didn't really grow up during the 50s, so it's kind of a mystery to me why we watch it twice a year. Anyways, if you haven't seen it, the plot of the story is that these two teenagers fall in love over the summer, and then they have to go their separate ways because it's senior year. But then the big surprise is like, whoa, they go to the same school. And then she's like, oh my god, you're kind of a bad guy. And he's like, oh my god, you're a prude. But he totally still has the hots for her because it's Olivia Newton-John. Okay, I'm totally getting off topic. Just give me a second. There's this other plot in the movie. All right, this side plot, and it's between Rizzo and Kaneki. I was always like, what kind of name is Kaneki? Like, is this a nickname thing, or is there actually some part of the U.S. where there's like a ton of people named Kaneki? Anyways, there's the scene in the movie where Rizzo and Kaneki are in the car together, and they're having sex. But back then, this was always where the movie would stop for a second because my mom would put her hands over my ears and my eyes. It was always the exact same spot, you know, right after Sandy finishes singing Hopelessly Devoted to You, and the movie cuts to the part where it's totally dark and all you can hear are clothes rustling. She would turn to me afterwards and be like, we'll watch that part when you get older. I got the idea, of course. It's like when you're 11, you kind of agree that you're not old enough for most things, and you never really have to ask why. You just trust that someone older, or everyone older, is better than you. When we'd all watch Grease on the couch, sometimes I'd get scared in the moment right before that scene because I was worried that my mom's hands would slip and I'd see what I wasn't supposed to, or maybe this time she wouldn't move her hands at all. Because then I'd have to know what Rizzo and Kaneki were doing. And then I'd be like, well, you can't unknow it now. This is what Grease is forever and ever. But these days, I know my mom wouldn't cover my eyes, and I don't really know what to do. It never seemed like this would be a big turning point in my life, you know, wondering whether or not to watch two 30-year-olds pretending to be teenagers do the deed. I'm ready to watch it, though. I think I want to know. It's somewhere deep inside, my brain is still trying to convince me, you know, don't look, you'll die if you look. And maybe, just maybe, I believe it.
Reese.
Busy.
Reese.
Just give me one more second.
Reese!
There. Is that a banana with a condom in your lap, or are you just that excited to see me?
Reese.
What is it?
Emily did it.
Did what?
She did it.
What are you talking about?
She did it. She had sex.
Oh.
Yup.
Really?
Really?
All the way? For bases?
Guaranteed.
Home run?
To be determined.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, she hasn't told me that much about it yet, but just on Saturday she'll tell me. As long as it just doesn't get back to Mom. But it's not out of the blue. I mean, she's been talking about it for months, and she's 3 years older than us, and apparently everyone does it junior year.
Why do you think she, did it?
Too soon! What the?
Okay. Did she like it?
Yeah, I mean, she hasn't really told me that much about it yet.
Huh.
Sounded fun, though.
I've heard it hurts.
Like the rays of 1,000 hot suns. As you plunge into Satan's searing scrotum.
So vulgar.
Who are we speaking to?
I am the sex god of women.
Show thyself!
Yeah, coward!
Oh, God, excuse me! Hi! What the fuck?
You're the sex god?
Women. Do you guys like the voice modulator on this thing?
Pretty neat.
Why are you here? We didn't get any action.
Discussions around abstinence can never come too early, but they can come too late.
Bit ominous.
Think of me like a guardian angel for your hymen. Let me answer your questions and soothe your anxieties. Are you itching down there? It's probably because you've contracted chlamydia from thinking too hard about online porn. Are you wondering if God is mad about your masturbation habit? I'm not really sure, but I'm a god and I'm angry.
These discussion topics are really targeted.
Oh, aren't you supposed to be, I don't know, pro-sex or something?
Don't worry, Reese. That's a common misconception. But really, I'm just here to tell you that everything you've heard about sex, all the shame and disease and uncertainty, is correct. Girls should be scared until they enter into a lifelong monogamous relationship.
Why?
It is a well-known fact that the only safe sex is no sex. You should be doing age-appropriate things like braiding each other's hair, watching Disney Channel original movies, and playing tag. I might be getting my age groups mixed up, but regardless, until marriage, no sex for you, no sex for you.
Have you had sex? Have you ever kissed anyone?
It's really not that simple. It's sometimes the right man and the right woman just haven't quite found each other yet. It really makes sense given certain risks and timing. And, in this social climate, it's hard for anyone to find someone with whom they want to, no.
You haven't done it?
No.
Why?
If you would just let me return to my notes so I can get back to this plan.
Come on. Get off your high horse.
It's only fair.
You're the sex god, aren't you?
No, it's not appropriate.
Really?
Come on.
Sometimes, if you find someone that you love very much and they feel the same way, you will likely want to share your most special parts with them. For a woman, this is located in a small place.
Oh my god, stop!
No one has ever asked me this before, okay? But I guess I can tell you the truth. Please don't laugh.
Okay.
Don't say anything after.
Okay.
I've had this recurring dream ever since I was 15.
A sex dream?
Ooh.
No, not a sex dream. It starts in someone else's bed. And I'm alone. There's no comforter, only sheets. And there's a sound of a shower running far, far away. And above the bed, floating towards the sky, is a stray Kleenex lifting away from me. And I want to reach out and catch it in my hand. I want to put it under my pillow and stroke its softness between my fingers. But it's already vanished behind a cloud. And I can't figure out why I care. It's just a little square of paper, nothing more, nothing less. Right?
Cherry.
Pop!
Oh.
He sends his love to me like an eagle flying on wings from 93 million miles away. Warm rays on my ozone-thin face. And I know that he wants me. Runs his photons over my arms, runs deep ruin over this desolate planet. and I can feel it in the marrow of my bones. The ache there is no word for. Are you scared? Don't be. 7,000 souls in Arkansas this morning, burnt to corn husks by a solar flare. And Lord, do I wish I was there. They have gone to the Godland, where the soil is kind. For all the days we toil on this mortal coil, up with the sun, down with the sun, he who watches us has burnt us. But at least he has been there, more than the old gods of crosses and flashing screens, not dead, but turned coward. I come to assure you, you small souls in your wage slave crawls, that as he grows and draws near, there is nothing to fear. The same sun that made us will be the same sun that will take us, a prophecy 9 billion years in the making. Whatever he gives is what we deserve, and it is what we want.
Oh, yeah.
He loves us, poor gutter bugs that we are, wants to be near us. That cannot be said of those above. No, their flashing spaceships repel us, like extinct ants to a glass, leaving us to chew on half-rot protein bars. But I heard him whispering to me last night, raising the hairs on the back of my neck, running his feather-soft spots of light over my wrists. Love, greater than love. He who watches us is always near, and he will be nearer. I'm counting down the minutes, and I know you are too, when he will bring himself close to us so that we might gently touch his radiance for a single holy moment before we reach the Godland. Yes, I can hear the clock. Do you hear it too?
Yeah.
Can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah!
Can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah! Blessed be. The last day is coming, and it is coming now, slithering like a snake in the night. Don't batten down the doors and nail over the windows. No. Leave your home open and thirsty for doom. I would take the sun in my mouth if I could, let it slide down my throat, and in all its gleaming pain, the Godland is at our doorstep. Who would we be to turn it down? Do you feel the sickness in your lungs? The white-furred bears of years past have rotted to black, the glaciers gone to scum, the mountains crumpled, and ash grown like rats upon rats. There is nothing left to do on this planet but leave. I am not afraid. I am not afraid.
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 The sweetest kiss you have ever felt. Greatest clarity. The daily coming and going and raging and losing will fall away. And there shall be no fear. And there shall be no hunger. And there shall be no tomorrow. And there shall be no tomorrow. And there shall be no pain, and there shall be no fear, and there shall be no hunger. And there shall be no men in long-limbed suits stretching 7 feet above our pathetic heads. And there shall be no lunchbox poisons and dinner deaths. And there shall be no ghosts in corners, and there shall be no sand-crumbling cliffs with ribcage coyotes chewing at our ankles. And there shall be snowfall, firefall, nightfall, rainfall. And there shall be no tomorrow. There shall only be warmth. And there shall be no tomorrow. There shall only be warmth.
There shall be no tomorrow. There shall only be warmth. There shall be no tomorrow. There shall only be warmth. There shall be no tomorrow. There shall only be warmth.
There shall be love. There shall be no pain.
There shall be love. There shall be no pain.
The ache will be over. The ache for which there is no word, the ache for which settles my heart and my chest as I watch this corpse of a planet flail, the ache I receive when he sends his love to me. What are we but eyeless children, reaching for a mother, father, lover? What are we but worms lying our heads on a chopping block? Blessed day. I feel his hands reaching over me, and I lean into it, the bliss I long for, crying out, there's nothing in this world worth staying for.
Thank you everyone for coming. We hope you enjoyed that show. So before we do our final bows, we'd like to bring on Julianne. Julianne organized this event. Thank you very much for putting it all together. And do you want to take a bow? And now we'd like to bring on the rest of the cast of The Spring Thing. That was The Spring Thing. We hope you have a wonderful night. Yeah.